this is going to air in DC, and I feel like this is like the obvious question to ask, but do you still have family in the Silver Spring area? Just, what did this area mean to you from an artistic standpoint? What did it give to you as an artist?
Wow. I didn't get, I would say it's kind of weird. I didn't get much from Silver Spring. I felt like I had to leave. You know what I mean? I never really felt like Silver Spring per se led to anything artistic for me. My aunt still works at the Kennedy Center. So in a lot of ways, going to see plays, through her kind of sparked an interest, or a subdued interest in me back then, growing up in that area for sure.
This is a film you actually get to work in an R-rated environment. And I know sometimes PG-13 can be limiting. And I wanted to ask you as an actor, when you can do R-rated, does it give you a certain element of freedom that you can play with the character even more to go more extremes? I know you have a script to follow, but in this particular situation, you have an R rating. So does it feel more freeing to act in that environment?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's a good question. Yeah. When you're doing an R-rated film, there's just, there's no need to censor much, like you can just, as an artist, you feel free to dig as deep as you possibly can. And for this particular film with Fatale, it was like, I had to dig deep. I had to go to depths that I wasn't able to do in other projects because, the 13 rating, they just stop you. They just stop you from doing that.
I love the way your film is being released. I wanted to ask you about someone who's been in this business for as long as you have. Where do you see the future of theatrical going? And I think your release structure for this film is the way hopefully more studios will do it.
Wow, that's an interesting. I mean, I definitely don't see us going back to the original format. Yeah. I think, perhaps in 2022, there will be, we will have probably achieved herd immunity at that point. And I feel like at that point, there will be some new hybrid version of kind of what we're doing.
Like this, yeah.
There will be some sort of hybrid version of it so that people who really need that theater experience and want that theater experience and miss that theater experience can still get it. I do not think theaters are going away. I think that's an experience that, quite frankly, this movie was made for the theater. It's the most cinematically stunning piece I've done. And so when I see it on the big screen, I get excited, and it's a noir thriller, and it's kind of a throwback to the Fatal Attraction, and Basic Instinct, and, those movies that just kind of captivated you in the theater without any special effects. Yeah. So I look forward to that kind of adult theater going experience, and I feel like Fatale will give that to those who can go.